what's your mindset when it comes to being efficient or automating processes?
Well, the first thing is I always try to default code. So, like a lot of people are like, "Oh, let's hire a guy who's an expert at XYZ thing," right?
Okay.
I always try to think, nah, how could we use code or AI to augment that? One really good example: you could take all of your customer service transcripts, throw them in an AI, and train it to do customer service chat based stuff. Now, I'm not talking about like the typical one that doesn't quite respond like you want it to, but to actually give relevant responses based on the person and actually solve the problem and reduce your customer service time by like, 50% or more, just because you have that in place as the first step before they actually reach a human. So
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that really add a lot of value, and it's really kind of simple to do, honestly. So things
Well,
like
simple
that.
for you.
Well, I
That's what you
mean,
do, right?
yeah. I guess you could say it that way, but I mean, all these companies, they probably have all their, you know, stuff, like all their transcripts just sitting around in email or something. All they have to
Mhm.
do is copy paste that and put that in an AI, and bam, like that's already right off the bat huge
Yeah.
savings. But that can scale across different departments, like
Okay.
sales teams. You can scale it up doing like AI personalization instead of manually writing out a bunch of emails. You can have AI write emails, but to do it well, though, that's a lot more difficult.
Yes.
So we can dive into that if you want, but there's a couple examples for you.
Okay. Yeah. So let's stick on the customer service thing because I agree with you.
Okay.
I think that being a consumer, like I have clients, then I will interface with some platforms for them, or my team will, and we have to sit on chat and talk to these AI bots or people that are in India who can't speak the language, and
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like stuff that's been automated that's been bad for the brand and
Mm,
for their customer service.
yeah.
So it kind of break it down a little bit more. Like what are some examples that you've seen it work, and what would be kind of like the first steps of setting something like that up?
Well, without mentioning any names, we have a client in the aerospace industry,
Okay.
and their customer service is it's kind of a mess, right?
Okay.
They get a lot of questions from a lot of people when it comes to valuations about aircraft and stuff like that. So what we're doing with them is we're taking all their emails over the last 5 years and we're feeding that into an AI to give the same type of responses. It works well because the data that we're feeding the AI is really good data. If you don't have good data, good questions, and a lot of it, then it's not going to work. If you only have like a couple months worth of customer service data and you don't have a lot of volume, then it's probably not going to work out very much for you either, because you don't have
Sure.
enough data to train the AI in the first place.